She was so oral.
Oh my god.
I'm good at sports.
Much. Oh god. Oh my. Oh. Oh. Yeah.
Oh.
Kill.
Puppy dog rights. Puppy dog rights.
Puppy dog. Oh, buddy boy.
Got it back.
Shira's birthday video, take 11.
Do you have any fun traits of Shira?
No. What do I know about Shira's style, you ask? You are someone who I think has a great judge of character because you are a great character yourself. I'm just kidding. We share a Jewish brethren together that is very important to me, and I think about all the time, every night before I go to sleep. I'm like, I'm so glad that me and Shira are both similarly Jewish.
Trying to think. I don't know. She's funny.
I don't really have an impression. Just the name itself. I mean, it sounds like a cool name for, you know, sounding like a normal, like a cool name.
I love how spontaneous Shira is. Anytime I ever want to do something fun, she's like right there ready to go.
You're awake, thoughtful, empathetic.
So the thing about Shira is that her energy is some of the most radiant and intoxicating, in a good way, of anyone I've ever met in my entire life, truthfully and genuinely.
You radiate this just like goodness and this energy, and I feel so inspired by the way that you are in the world, and your vulnerability and your laughter and your humor and your silliness and the grounded energy that you bring and your perspective. And yeah, I'm like so inspired by you all the time.
Anytime we're together, I just love existing with you, whether that's over lunch at the Bone or getting wine drunk and crocheting. I just feel like your energy is contagious and you make me feel loved and appreciated and safe to be your most genuine self.
Okay. Shira, you're an incredible person. I think you have the capability to really understand how to live life, and you're not gonna waste it.
Gorgeous, super fun, like
And kind, and that you make people laugh. I think some of the times that I've laughed the hardest is when I'm around you, and yeah, I think you just bring joy and laughter into everyone's life and into my life.
Beautiful. You're an awesome, loyal friend. You are very funny in so many ways, and cute, and an amazing person. If I was not your father, I'd want to be your friend, because you're just fun also, and you make my life better, and you certainly hold me to a higher standard than I can always live up to, but I try anyway, and it helps me be a better person, so I really appreciate all that.
kind of a weird one, but pretty smoking hot, I would say. I think that most people would say that about Shira. My favorite thing about you is that you can take second place in Catan so well. I know it was hard because I won, and it's not easy to come in second place, but you did it with flavor and zest, and I love you.
The incredible traits that you have are you are kind and loving and caring and empathic, and you feel so deeply, and I love that about you. Thoughtful, and you have such good integrity and good just kind of good vibes. Send it out the good vibes, girl. Love that.
Shira is fun to talk to late at night when Claire is having a moment, and you know, it's just like that. And you can talk about knitting and crocheting and knitting more, and then attachment styles, and then Claire will come back and boom.
The gifts that you have is you are like a true Aquarian, like one of a kind rebel Shira, walking your own path. You have your own particular creativity that is awesome. I love. You have a depth to you that is really was really profound and also kind of mysterious.
I think that Shira's happy trail is really cool. I think it is cool. I don't know. I think it's a good reflection of her proud personality.
Shira, as everybody else has said, you're so funny, you always make me laugh, and you're super easy to talk to, and just such a fun, like, joyous energy to be around.
One of my favorite things about Shira is how easy it is to have a conversation with her, whether it's something more serious or something silly and fun. I feel like we always have genuine conversations, and she asks very thought-provoking questions, which always keeps it interesting.
Do you know Shira Stahl?
Say that again?
Shira Stahl?
No.
What comes to mind when you hear that name?
They seem cool.
Wish you good luck with your summer program in Idaho.
Thanks for being such a great friend. I love your energy, and I miss our dance parties in Spruce, and you're the best.
You know, she always has a positive outlook on things. Not always, but for the most part.
You seem like a very hard worker, and I think you should work in Idaho because that'd be so fun. And also, you have like one of the most striking faces I've ever seen, so.
Okay. Do you know Shira Stahl? What comes to mind when you think of that name? Just first thoughts.
Kindness.
I feel like you have definitely taught me how to like laugh at myself in the best way possible, and like you're always teaching me something of some sorts, whether it's like about pro wrestling or Jewish identity or contact improv, or yeah, just how to share as a human being in this world. And I can never thank you enough for your lovely, lovely presence in my life. And another thing worth noting, which you already know, is I will always trust your music recommendations. I don't think I've ever met anybody else whose music I like always am like, I know I'm gonna like that. So thanks for being you. Mwah!
What's your favorite memory of Shira?
Okay, Shira, this was from today, so that may sound shallow because I've known you for a while, but today was such a good day, and I had a fun time in lab, and when you sat down, you know, like, and then we had a little shake, and I was like, oh, that was so fun. And then, also, like, someone else's graph was, like, really bad, and she looked like actually kind of sad about it, and then Shira was like, oh, like, yours is fucked up.
She told me about making fireball tea, which sounded pretty fucking sick. So Yeah.
One of our first interactions was actually, we were at a party and all of us tried to compact into her car, and I had to sit in the trunk, like the trunk of the car.
I ran into her in the hallway and she was like, come play games with us. Come play games with us in our room. There's a bunch of people in there. We're playing games. Like, come play games. And I was like, maybe.
Hey Shira, happy birthday. It was so nice to spend time with you in Seattle. I look forward to hanging out with you more.
One of my favorite memories that we have together is when we were like acting out a skit and we were both pretending to be Southern, and one of us was like an old grandpa and he was kind of like abusive, and then there was like a wife and a little boy. I don't remember all the details, but it was like just a weird like Southern improv kind of skit. And then Tama just came out and Tama was really confused and they were like, what? Why were you doing that?
I love aimlessly driving with Shira and singing to Selena Gomez songs all night long.
All of early quarantine is just us, Juna, Tamsin a lot of the time, just hanging out every single day, all the time, doing all sorts of fun things. But I mean, there's really too many memories.
I loved watching Shira draw in class next to me last semester.
Every time I see you in EMBS and you say hi to me, it makes my day.
So, what comes to mind when you think of Shira?
Isaac. Gay music class. There's the cool poster she has about her dad.
Hey! Happy birthday! Do you remember when I almost got arrested? Because I couldn't remember your birthday? Well, here we are. I love you so much. I miss you so much. Please come back.
Thank you for giving me cigarettes at a party one time. That was really slay of you. That was like the sweetest thing anyone's ever done. So yeah, I heart you, babe.
Time that we had a picnic in Misty Isle Farms, and we thought that plane was gonna land on us, and we were cracking up and we were doing some crazy poetry monologues and frolicking in the grass, and I just think about that a lot. And
fun memory of Shira that I have is honestly watching you ski when the snow happened. Mostly because, I mean, it was funny to see like your floppiness like going down, and also like just learning how to ski is hard, but also I feel like it's really telling of like your personality because you just like kept getting back up.
My favorite memory of Shira so far in our friendship, I think, is when we were in Cicely and Shira's room for a little party and we were drunk and we realized we both wanted to go to a concert, and we tried to order concert tickets on my phone, and then we were trying to put in Shira's credit card information. It was really crazy and our minds were melding, and then we didn't order the tickets and I didn't go to the concert.
I loved our trip to Colorado together, all our other trips as a family, and just spending time with you and watching you grow up has been a real joy.
Definitely sober driving around Portland when I first met her, or topless dancing in the graveyard.
Yes.
Yeah.
Here I am, live from your bedroom, looking at all your cool artwork back there. So, favorite memories. Too many to think of. They're all kind of jumbled up and mixed up, and just watching you grow up has been an utter and complete joy.
But when me and Mateo went to the weight room and we were like, we can't do it, we're so scared. We peeked in and then we saw Shira going, and we were like,
see, every time I saw you doing something that you love to do, that's what would make me the happiest. If it was when you were dancing or playing soccer or playing lacrosse or sitting in a corner drawing or crocheting or doing whatever with your friends, you know, playground, monkey bars, dressing up, making videos, playing cards, whatever you were doing that you were having fun at, that just means the world to me. Knowing that you can do the things that you love to do.
Memory that I will always remember is just that time when you would do something weird in the planter box at co-housing every time we dropped you off. Also your singing voice. I love your singing voice so much. So many memories of you and Maya harmonizing is so good.
It's her and Cicely like knocked on my door back when I had 2 roommates, and you guys were like really drunk, and you were like, there's a fucking frisbee party, like, do you want to come? Like, do you want to go? And we were all like, what?
My favorite memory with you is when we haven't made a lot of memories yet, but we're going to.
One of the funniest things about you, one funny thing that I can never understand is like why you want to go to the bathroom with your friends. That's an interesting habit. The other thing that's funny is you steal our clothes. You steal my clothes. You go into my closet, and I guess I have good clothes, but I'm not sure why you always want my clothes. They're about 2 sizes too big for you, so.
Funny things about Shira. Okay, the way she talks in her sleep. Cicely, you must know this. You've been her roommate for most of this year, so she talks in her sleep. And another funny thing I think about is when you, how could I describe this? When you are being silly, goofy, obnoxious, and making like kind of weird faces and weird noises.
You have this like really weird sense of humor that makes me laugh.
When I think of Shira, I think of like her kind of like jumping around and like her limbs like jump all around.
Funny thing Shira does is get really pissed at me when I'm really annoying. It's just pretty funny.
She will say something and it doesn't entirely make sense, like realizes that whatever she said wasn't what she was planning to say. She'll go, well, as if she's sort of talking to herself.
If I had to wrestle an alligator, Shira, it would be really fun for me to wrestle Shira, but I think I'm gonna go with the gator. Awesome. Yeah.
One funny thing that Shira does is sometimes she'll just get into like a really frolicking mood, and then she'll just kind of like be bouncing around and like doing parkour, and it's just like interesting. Like kind of like a young child a little bit.
Happy birthday, Shira.
Happy birthday, Shira.
Happy birthday, Shira!
Happy birthday, Shira. I love you so deeply, and I feel so grateful to have had so much of who I am be influenced by you.
Okay. Happy birthday, Shira. I love you so much, girl.